Okay, I'm live. I am live. Let's see. There's my thread. So I'm trying something out. I can always pull it out, but I thought it might be cool to do some slow stitching across where these quilted lines are. So this is my next line. We're going to go right across to, let's see, where does that go? That line goes all the way to there. So we need to go just like here. Yeah. I need to find a piece of chalk. I do. Let me stick that there. My thread is dusty. Hi, Ange. Oh, I got something to show you right quick while you're here. So, I got some beads in today, some Happy Mail that has some really cool beads in them. And I know that usually when you bead, you usually work with glass beads, but these are plastic beads. And look, they are split in half, and so you can put them like brown, light brown, and dark brown. These big brown ones were just extra ones that were in the bag. But look at those. Aren't those cool? You can put them, you can mix them up, or you can put them together. Those are so cool. I feel like they may be old, but I don't know that for a fact. When I saw them, I thought of you. Hi, Sharon. How are you, honey? Those are cool. I'll lay these back for you, okay? I'm just gonna write your name on them. Now, I got some other things I'm looking for you too. Hold on, just a second. I need to go to the CPA tomorrow and get all that done and taken care of. But I thought I picked up something that you asked me about yesterday, and I'm looking to see if it's here. Okay, that needs to go in like that because it's too tall like that. They just put them in this box. I'm real bad about picking things. I just put them in boxes. Not in that box. Somewhere. I'm not sure where, and there, but there's somewhere here. I have some more of those red envelopes. Okay, I need to get this out because I need to show Jackie when she comes. She asked to see something that I bought the other day. Is it in there? Nope. What did I do with it? It's got to be here somewhere. Okay, it's over here in this mess. Y'all, my room looks like a tornado hit it. I've been watching this girl that is called, I can't remember what she's called. Anyway, she is a person that comes in and helps you organize your home, which would like literally break me out in hives because it may be a tangled mess, but it's my tangled mess, and I know pretty much where everything is kind of at. But yeah. Anyhow, it is a mess here. Okay, it's not there. It's not there. I bought. Y'all saw it. Didn't you see it? Oh, here it is. Uh-huh. I bought a diamond kit. I don't do diamond kits, but Jass was asking what it looked like. So, Jassy. It is a 30 by 40, Jassy, if you're here. Adam, okay, honey. It is a 30 by 40, and this is what it looks like. It's the Grinch in a little Santa gnome, but it says 30 by 40. Anyway, that's what it looks like. So, there's all of its pretties. So that's my needle. Hi, Michelle. Thank you, honey. Hi, Ellen. So I don't know if I'll be on very long. I really considered not coming on at all tonight. I'm not feeling very crafty. I'll just tell you that right now. There's a lot going on, a whole lot going on. Uh, we've had a death in the family, and so I'm worried about my auntie. It's her husband that passed. I'm worried about her, one of my aunts. And yeah, and my sister-in-law is in Arizona and went on a around the country trip with her dad, and he got sick, has heart problems, and they had to take him to the hospital. They were supposed to be home today, and they're in Arizona with him in the hospital in Flagstaff. So anyway, just too much going on, and we've got a huge event coming up this weekend. We're doing a FCA and a something abilities, which is a camp for disabled children. Anyway, we're doing a service for that. They're bringing in a special speaker. Our church is hosting it, but we're not in charge of any of the like getting a speaker or anything. We will be serving a meal and doing music and providing altar workers and stuff like that. But other than that, so yeah, just a lot going on. I was really tired last night. I went to bed. I told everybody over at Juju's at 11 o'clock I'm going to bed. So, and I never go to bed that early. Usually I'm up to nearly 1 o'clock. So this is what I'm thinking, that I'm just going to slow stitch along this pattern of quilting on this to hold it all down. And if I don't like it, I can pull it out, which I don't have a clue. I don't have a clue what hospital he's in. So no, I don't have a clue. So, anyway, so if you watched if you watched the other day when I did a flip through this, I had this little hang me thing out, and Anitra left me a comment, and she said you could always add a piece of paper to it. So I added one of my what is this? One of my shaving cream papers. Yeah, if I went blank there, it's because I had something laying on that, and now I can't find it. I had something I was fixing to do laying on it, and I'm like, did I pick it up with this? No. Okay. What in the world did I do with it? I mean, I just had it in my hands not even 5 minutes ago. Where did I put it? It can't have. I tell Jared this all the time. It can't have got up and walked off of. There it is, in the floor. I threw it in the floor. Okay, here we go. So, y'all know, if you've ever seen me make a journal, if you've ever seen me make a journal, how's Steffi? Yeah, I don't know what hospital he's in. So, if you've ever seen me make a journal, you know I love to make these envelope pockets where I put an envelope to, I tear an envelope up and make pockets out of it. And I alcohol sprayed this, and then I mashed it with bubble wrap. You can see the bubbles. And I even sprayed the windows. You can see the windows too. So this is how this will work. It'll go on. We'll put this one on first. The envelope is all sealed up. And we'll put this one down. And we're going to glue this one down completely. We're not going to leave it for a third pocket or a fourth pocket. Okay. And we're going to put it in here. Just like so. Just like that. down. And then we're going to glue this one right over the top of it. Just like that. And we're only going to glue 3 sides on this one. That way we have a double pocket here. Good amount of glue there. There we go. Okay. So that's good. And I need something right there, and I know what I want. Hey Juju, hey Steffi, hey Sharon, Ellen, and I think I got everybody. I want one of these right here. I want one of these. One of what? No, I want this one right here. Wait. No, I do want this one. I think she'll be easier for me to deal with. So I want that little girl. And hi Robin, and if you signed up for the tiny paper trade that has been posted, there is a short on that, and also you guys should have all got messages on Facebook. I think everybody was on Facebook, so you should have all got messages on Facebook about it. And if you thought you signed up and I didn't message you, holler at me because I miss Miss Esther and I added her at the end. So anyway, I'll do this. We are fussy cutting her, and I know you can't see my scissors. I have to keep it close to me. Oh, I'm sorry. I said if you signed up for the trade, the painting paper trade, and I didn't send you a message or you want to be part of it, let me know. You've got until October the 5th to let me know, okay? So, and this is what we're doing. We're trading 2 painting papers. They have to be at least 5 by 7, but they can be bigger. And then you put a little Happy Mail in it. All of my people are getting little stamped images to color. That's what your Happy Mail is. Has some really cute ones. This one, this image was called Dress Up, and it's little girls that are in. They see she's got on her mama's shoes. This one is called Dress Up, and yeah. And yes, I am trying to fussy cut her really close. I ain't going to try to get all those curls. I can tell you that right now. I may be crazy, but I ain't that crazy. Okay. You know what they say about the Southerners and their crazy family members. We don't try to hide ours in a closet. We set them out on the front porch with a glass of tea. So y'all just imagine me out on the front porch with a glass of tea. I will have to say it is unsweetened, and I know that's just like very unsouthern, but I don't do sweet tea no more. I didn't know how good tea tasted till I quit drinking it sweet. All you taste is sugar. Oh, sugar, sugar. Oh no, you're traveling this month? Okay, honey. Well, you have fun. Are you going on a boat traveling, or are you going to see your sissy, or both? See, I feel like I know y'all like y'all are family. So that's why I can just say, are you doing this or that or this other? Your mountains and sister. Will this be your first visit with that? I mean, other than the funeral, without your other sister? Because I know how y'all always like to get together. That'll make it hard, won't it? There we go. Okay, now she's got little white between her legs. Let's see if we can find our little thingamabobber that we like to cut with. I wish that. Let me see if I can stand up and see it. I keep putting things back where they're not supposed to be, and I've got all my hem clips in the way, and I can't see in that bucket. And that little thing falls down in that bucket. Okay. You gotta be in here. I haven't moved you anywhere else. You got to be. Hiding in amongst all these paintbrushes. There's a butterfly. You ain't a paintbrush. There you are, right there. There. The sad thing about all these paintbrushes is I have a drawer full of paintbrushes. I am paintbrush poor, you people. Paintbrush poor. We need our Copic, whatever they're called. These markers here. We need them. Except for that's not a market. That's a little thing of bags. But we're gonna cut out this little white spot here between her legs with our little finger blade. I have one of those little things like Beth was cutting with last night, the little ink pen looking thing, and I cannot find it. I'm pretty sure it's lost in the drawer of paintbrushes. Pretty sure. Okay. Hi, Jessie. Hi, Lori Baca. That's the fake Lori, isn't it? The fake sister, not the fake. She's a real Lori. She's just not the Lori Baca. She's not our Lori Beth Baca. So there we go. Jessie. I showed this while ago. This is that thing I told you about, this diamond painting thing. It is one of those that is 40 by 30, and this is what it looks like. It's the Grinch, and it looks like a little Santa elf or gnome on skates. So, anyway, that's what it is. 40 by 30. I know that's what size you said you liked, the 40 by 30. Anyway, it was at the bin, so it'll be $2. So whenever I sell it, it will be $2. Okay, we're trying to get this little girl cut out here. We've almost got it. There we go. Come on, don't rip. There you go. There we go. There we go. We got it. Is it perfect? Nah, it's not perfect. I don't do nothing perfect, I don't think. We'll move that out of the way because it's in the way. You want it? Okay, I got you, Jesse. Let me go ahead and write your name on it, honey. I won't be invoicing it for a while, okay? Let me write that I said $2 on it. Because I just did invoice it. Okay, let's see. I really like this. I think this is the one I like. We'll have a piece of paper here so I can test my colors. You know, I like to see my colors. Yeah, that's the color I like. When I'm doing the little humans. See, guys, I mean, if I want to, I made that journal really fast and I even put stuff in it really fast, but I can get lost for days doing little dibby things like this to put in it. That's why I like to make them really simple and sell them really fast because I can get lost for days. There we go. She's got her little legs fixed. Let's color her hat. Jassy and Jassy and Sharon, close your eyes because it's fixing to be pink. Just the little dots right here are going to be pink. Just those little dots. Do that. Do that. That. There. Just she got little pink dots on her hat. Okay. What other color do we want? What's that? That's pretty. We're going to make her mama's shoes this color. There we go. Ooh, that's almost too dark. We'll go real light on that because otherwise we almost lose our detail on them. There we go. There's our little. There's that. I'm thinking we've done light pink. I think we're going to do. Oh, that's not the right kind of lid. It's a chisel tip. I need to change it. Y'all know I don't like chisel tips, and I'm not real crazy about these little skinny ones, but we'll work with what we got. We'll work with what we got. I do have some new tips that I can change out to the brush tips. Those are my favorite on these. Am I missing anybody saying something to me? Don't cover your eyes. Cover your eyes. There you go. Okay. Hi, Teresa T. Hi, Jassy. Hi, Esther, honey. If you did not see your swap, tell me and I'll show you the thing. So, guys, we haven't talked much about what we're doing in November, but November is going to be about gratefulness. And so this is what we're going to do. We're going to write, I'm going to match you up with a partner. We're going to write a note about something that we're truly grateful for. And then we're going to make something. I don't know what, but we're going to make something. It's going to be your choice. You're going to make something that reflects that gratefulness. Maybe you might make a beautiful bookmark. Maybe you might make a beautiful little zine. Maybe you might make we'll make that a little bit darker there so we can have differentiation between the bow and the hat. So anyway, but we're gonna talk about our thankfulness and our gratefulness. You know. So if you've ever heard me talking about my prayer journal, I write in a prayer journal, not every day, but I try to get in it several days a week. Anyway, uh, she definitely needs some little pink cheeks. I'm just saying, she don't. They're not there, but we're giving them to her. There we go. She got some little pink cheeks. What color do we want her little dress to be? We don't know what colors we have. That's ink. Ooh, that's a pretty pink. Was that no? That's a different pink than what we did. Is that the same pink? No, it's a different pink. uh, it's neon. It looks like neon. Anyway, in my prayer journal, when I write in my prayer journal, I write my request on one side. I make a column. I divide it and do this. My request and then my praises. I write my praises on the other part. There. Her shoes has got hot pink inside. Now we're gonna go in with this really, really light pink. This is a pink little girl, y'all. She turned really pink. I'm sorry to all my non-pink likers. There we go. Oh yeah, that's a pretty pink. It's almost lavender. It is. It looks more lavender than it does pink to me. Anyway, but yeah. So we're gonna write about our thankfulness, and we're gonna be thoughtful. We're gonna make something nice, fally, something with a fall theme. There we go. Do we want to put some color in her hair or just leave that? Do we want to leave her hair like that or do we want to put some color in it? You are too. Quit saying that, Teresa. I'll make somebody put you in timeout. What do you think about her hair? You make beautiful things. Leave it. Leave it. Leave it dark like that. I think we'll just leave it. What do you think? I really don't see a color in here that just strikes me as hair. A bunch of these are just refills. Ooh, that was a pretty color too. Anyway, lots of pink. I need to put the rest of these other colors in here. Oh, there's a black one. I got a black one. Oh, what's that one? What is this? You don't want to give her blue hair? You don't want me to give her blue hair? So I do have a black one, but I think I want to see what this is right here. These are all just my Copics that I have been gifted because somebody loves me. Yes, they do. Somebody loves me. Is it you? Oh, that's a. Okay, this is called a glaze pen. Huh. Maybe. Yeah, I'm not. Yeah. I decided I didn't want to try it on it because I don't want to mess it up. So, anyway. Crapola, Cindy, crapola. So if y'all don't know this, I grew up and went to school in a town that is the name of that town is Ola. Ola, Ola, Arkansas. I was an Ola Mustang. Now there are no longer any Ola Mustangs because they closed and consolidated our school. And I don't have it in here, but when I went and had dinner with my friends, remember for our 60th birthday, one of my triplets, Nina, she went and had pins made that were our school colors, which were purple and gold, that said Ola Mustangs are 60. So anyway, I thought that was fun. So anyhow, so somebody was talking to me about they might want a journal. Anyway, here is something interesting that I got that would be really cool and said journal. It's some purple stuffies. It's got little and lavender little tags, tags, nameplate. Yeah. Now we need to stick a some We need to stick something in this. We'll put kitty, kitty, kitty. Oh no, kitty, kitty is too long. Right, kitty, kitty can go over there. He shows up over there. We'll put him there, and then I think we'll put this one here over there. There we go. There. So, oh, I know. I know. Hold on. Long 10. I have maybe 10 pour. I have a lot of 10s, guys. I do like a good 10. This one here is a lunchbox, and it is full of tickets and tags. Tickets and tags. Let's grab one of these. I do have some white big ones somewhere. Oh, I know where they are. They're in the drawer. Let's grab one of those. Let's grab one of these, and we'll get the tie for that, and we'll leave those there. We never need another tag in our life, and we still have a whole box of them, guys. A whole box. Okay, let's decorate these and put them in some of those pockets. What do we want to decorate them with? What do you see on my desk that we can decorate them with? I've been playing with beads today, so. Oh, I got the sweetest things in the mail today, too. Let me show you. First of all, I got a box of all kinds of goodies. These were in them. All kinds of all kinds of quilt squares, quilt blocks, and I'm gonna make me a my one of those little dash hounds out of a quilt block. And I got these. Look at these little envelopes, these little fabric envelopes. They were in there. That one's a little uneven, but she didn't. The girl that sent them to him, when I asked her about it, she didn't even remember where they come from. So they may have came from an auction. I'm going to save those for a giveaway for the next auction. I'm not sure yet, guys, if the next auction is going to be a jewelry auction or a. Oh no, no, we don't want to leave. Sorry. There. Hi, Angela. How are you, honey? Anyway, y'all, I have for that one right there. We'll do that. But I want to show you some cute things I got in the mail today, and I can't find them. They're here. They're not bought. Those are the last three things I have to send out. I have my packages. I sent out a bunch today. They're right here. Look here. Here we go. So from Miss Marty, she sent me these sweetest little people. Look at them. They're going in my people book. Sorry, guys. Oh my gosh. And look, these are her fabric ATCs. Are they not adorable? So cute. So cute. They will go in my ATC and postcard book. And then we've got these little tags. Actually, I may put one of those in that. And we got some little stickers. She is strong. Proverbs 31:25. I'm going to save that and put that in my family book. So, anyway, I may. We'll see. We never know what I may do. And then I got the sweetest postcard from Angela Jones. I was looking to see if Angela Jones is here. She tells me that they've moved from, uh, yeah, they moved from Oklahoma to Washington State. Wow. Anyway, she was thinking about me today and hoping I was having a nice day and hope I like the postcard. I love it, Angela. I love it. So I am going to make a dash ham. So look, So I printed it off, and this one is a little bit littler than the one that I printed off first. Okay, that's the one I printed off first. But let me just show you what I got in the mail today. Keep pulling, Cindy, keep pulling, keep pulling. There we go. So I got some quilt blocks that are made. Now this is already made and ready for me to make into a journal. And I love it. Absolutely love it. I love those blues. Love that. So it is made. Look at the dragonfly. Ah, love, love, love. Anyway, somebody gave this to my friend and she sent it to me. Anyway, and this came from New Jersey and it came fast. Like, she mailed it on Saturday and I got it today. So look. Oops. That's, no. Hold on. Trying to unfold it. Look. Body. Body. No, not that one. Not that one. Because that one's going to be too big if I do it that way. This will be the body. Actually, when I cut it, I want to cut it this way. And there's a reason, because I want it to go with the head that way. Because I want the head on the front body. But I may make the body a little bit longer because I want it to wrap around all the way. And so I can cut it here out of this middle strip. If I put it up here, I can cut it here out of this middle strip and then bring it down and cut another strip out of the bottom. So let's just do it. These are machine sewed, so I do not have to worry about them coming unsewed. Okay? So let me just make sure this is the one I want. I got this colors. These colors right here would be real pretty. So the people that made these say peek peek it, signed it. This one would be cute. The reds. Ooh, I like the reds. Ooh, I like the reds. I wanna. I love paper dolls. So I'm going. What I'm going to look at is my mom's block. Because Mama made a cute one. Y'all, she's so mad at me. She was quite aggravated at me, actually, because okay, so she did make it out of. Okay, I was looking at the face. Was it made out of? What was it made out of? I like it. Okay. Anyways, so this is what I done. I took her picture and I took it over to my AI app, and I said to my AI app, make me a pattern of this dog, and it did. And when she found out that's what I did, she was quite not happy with me. Y'all, my ADD, ADHD, AD, whatever is showing. I'm not staying on track with anything, am I? Okay, I want to do this right here. Somebody's messaging me. Jude. Hi, Jude. Are you hiding out up there, girlfriend? Okay, so we're going to go ahead and cut this out of this. I'm just thinking, guys. There, there. This is what I'm looking at. Hurry back. Who's leaving? This one would make a nice Christmas journal cover. It's not very well. It's that big. Actually, you could do the front. Yeah, it would just be like a little 9 by 9 or a 6 by 6. Let's see. Need this, that, that, that. There we go. There we go. Okay. Close that. Okay. Okay. I'm not gonna do the dog out of that body. And actually, I want to see how big my head is on this one. See, it cut it off up here. That's my worry there. All I would need is just to add enough to draw my circle around, wouldn't I? So how about we'll save that to make a oh, so the person that said hi honey, how are you, Terry? The person that mentioned that somebody mentioned that they might want uh, a doll journal and that they wanted it purple and they're thinking about it. So I have this block right here and I thought, ooh, that would make a beautiful paper doll journal cover. Center that heart on the spine and the where it's going halfway across. Look at all of that. There is a little pink in it, but not enough that it would turn me off from it. It would be a beautiful journal. Regardless of whoever, if they don't want it or not, it'll be a journal. You know it. It's going to be a journal. Hi, Edna. How are you, honey? You know it's going to be a journal. Whoever gets it, it will be a journal. I've been pumping them out lately, ain't I? Oh, and these are quilt blocks too. These are a little different. Actually, these are these are set into they're just sewed onto almost like applique, but they didn't use an applique stitch. They slip stitched them in. They're kind of cool. These are hand done. More than likely, I will not use these. I will probably put them in the sale. So, anyway, I know who it is. You know who it is. Was it you or Steph? Wonder who it was. Look, what else she sent me. Hankies. They're too small to be napkins. Look, aren't they pretty? These will live with me and be my friends. I shall hug them and kiss them and call them George. If you know, you know. If you watch Bug Bunny, you know. We will hug him and kiss him and call him George. Look, that one's super thin. Ooh, I hope that green spot ain't snot. I imagine it's just a stain. Look at that. Lori Bass. Not fake Lori, but Lori Bass. Lori Bass. Lori Beth Baca, not Sister Lori, but sis, not. I'm talking to Sister Lori, not the not sister. Okay, Lori Beth, you're learning how to tat, honey. You can tap me some trim around the hanky. There is no shame. There is no shame. Sorry. She just says what she wants. So anyway. Oops, she saw y'all talking about her, saying how much she loves her pink. Ooh, I like that one. See, I think this would make a good head. Where's my big fat head? I think that right there would make a good head. hmm hmm I just have to do this. I have to do the long body, this big body. I like big butts, and I cannot lie. Must have, I must because I have one. But anyway, I like little, long, skinny, weeny doggies. Y'all know what's going to happen. I do this, and I'm going to like it, and I'm not going to want to sell that journal after I make it. Y'all know that, right? There you go. So I really think I like this body right here. I really think I do. I'm going to go to right like that, and I'm going to cut it. Now I want this tail, this tail. See, this saved me from having to sew together blocks. Mom just sewed her own blocks together, and she made them single blocks, single long skinny blocks, because she would yell at me if she saw me cutting up this block. But she don't watch YouTube, so you know who likes pink. Sissy likes pink. Sister. You know, sister. There we go. Okay. Now let's do some puppy feet. There they are down there. Now we need 4 puppy feet. So I think, yeah, those are too small. Puppy feet, puppy feet. Ain't this cute? Stinking cute. I don't care who he is. That's cute. Actually, let's go ahead and, you know what? Let's do this. Let's be smart so we can work smarter and not harder. Let's use our fabric scissors. What a good novel idea. A good novel idea. Isn't it a good novel idea? I don't like that. Ooh, get off that paper. Get off that paper. Those are fabric scissors. You do not want put in timeout, Cindy, even though they're your own scissors. We will have to put you in timeout for doing that if we do that. There we go. There we go. Okay, that's good. Don't lose that foot. Don't lose that foot. Okay, did we go all the way down? Yeah, we did. You're hurting over there watching me cut them? I'm sorry. There we go. That's going to be our head. There we go. That's good. We shall leave our body all taped up. Now, hold on. What did I do? There's a tail. Okay, we need to borrow another one because when we cut over there, we didn't pin down very good, and it was a pain in our derriere trying to cut across that. So let's pin it a little bit. Hey, Steffi, did you see that I got a whole bunch of pins in? I need to send you a bag of them. Look, I got a box of pins. Oh, they were in a bag of stuff. I got a box of pins. These have the little plastic heads on them. Your hands hurt and your throat hurts? Father God, in the name of Jesus, I ask you to touch my friend Teresa with your mighty healing power because we know that you are the healer. And we ask you just to touch her. I ask it in Jesus' name because you tell me that I have not because I ask not. So you know what? Here I am. I'm asking. So thank you, Lord, for touching my friend in Jesus' name. Amen. There we go. That was a little piece that was on the back. Oh my gosh, this is going to be so cute. So we cut it. We didn't. Dang it. Yes, we did. We did. We did. But we should have cut this upside down because our tail is backwards. Yeah, we should have cut that one upside down because our head will go up here. No, 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 no. This is where our tail goes. This is where our tail goes. Yeah, this is where our tail goes. I'm getting confused there for a minute. There we go. Okay. That's our body. What did we do with that little foot? There's another little foot. We need, oh, don't cut with those, Cindy. Don't cut. You will be upset if you cut with those. Because they cut like butter when you cut in fabric. They cut like butter. You're welcome, honey. Okay, so we want to do this, and we need 4 feet. Let's do a foot here, and a foot here, and then we'll cut them, right? What does it look like? Do we need 4 feet to avoid raveling? I could have, but I have some fray check. And besides that, I'm going to sew it down. So I had to think what I was looking for. I'm looking for my mom. Mom, mom, mom. There. Yeah, 4 feet. Okay, 4 feet. Did I show you Mama's rooster? Mama made a rooster. Mama's just been sewing and sewing and sewing. Oh no. And our procedure didn't work very well. Sorry. Okay. Feet. 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 We need feet. Now, feel like when I do one set that I should turn them over to do the other set, but I'm not sure. We're gonna see. Okay, we're gonna see. we gotta put like right here, and blue foot. Do I want 2 feet the same color? I think I want that one on the back side there, and this one here. I think I want my feet to be the same color, at least on the fronts and the back. Know what I mean, Ryan? Know what I mean? Okay, here we go. This is why my mom couldn't stand to teach me how to sew, because she couldn't stand watching me cut out things because I have to pick it up to cut it out. She leaves it all laying down. More power to her. There we go. Now, do that kind of like that, and that one kind of like that. Is that what I want? Is that how I want it? What does hers look like? There you go. That one's a little raggedy. She's a little raggedy. You know what? Why do I keep doing that? I keep going to my mom's thing and then scrolling and scrolling. It's right here. I have it saved somewhere. Wait. Oh, those are, yeah. I have it saved right there. Okay. Let's see. Okay. It'll go more up, just like that, and this one will go a bit back like that. Yeah. When we put it on the thing, it'll look better. And then that one will go. Yeah. Okay. How about Arista? Maybe they can figure it all out. I hope so, honey. Ain't no fun for nobody to have no pain. So tell me, do you think I should turn these over? I feel like I should turn them over and do them for this one. Is anybody? Oh, yeah. Tell me, uh, Terry, why? What do you think? Should I turn them over? I feel like I should turn them over. Let me look at this picture again. No, I don't think so. After I looked at her picture, I don't think so. Yeah, Jesse's having trouble with her shoulder. I talked to my friend that lives in your state today, Jesse. She Marco Polo'd me. See, y'all just thought I just knew how to chat on Messenger. I know how to use Marco Polo too. Her and my friend in Pennsylvania are the only people on Marco though. I do know how to text too. In fact, I'd rather text than talk on the phone, but anyway. Y'all, I'm gonna have a belly ache. I'm just I'm just here to tell y'all, if y'all are watching and I start having to run, not tonight. My belly don't hurt yet. But my mom has given me 2 big bags of plums, and I have no control where when it comes to fruit. I love fruit. I could live off of fruit. Well, except for I need something salty to go with it. And then I do like meat too. I like chicken very well. Chicken good, chicken good. Final stenosis. There we go. Now we got two little blue feet. There we go. Put that back on there. Put that back on there. Okay, we got two little blue feet. We got our tail cut. Let's see, that one I think wants to go there, and yeah, this one wants to go here. Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! It's looking so cute. Thinking cute. I don't care who you is. Okay, we need head and ears, don't we? I think we're gonna do this over here. We're gonna do the. There we go. So we want to do this right here because we want to cut it right, correctly. You know what I mean, Vern? You know what I mean? We're going to tape our paper to that. Tape our paper to that. All the way across. We're going to go all the way across because we want to cut the tops of those little things. Okay. Eye and nose. Those are his eyes and his nose. Okay, here we go. There went my tape in the floor. It's okay. It'll be okay. I'll know right where it is. That's where I always look for things when I can't find them, is in the floor. Okay, there we go. Now, I may have made that too long, but if I did, we can always make it smaller, right? Now, this one right here is the one that causes me concern, making his head just the right size. Okay. Oh, I feel like that may be really kind of good. There. I think that'll be pretty good. And then his little ears go like that. Yeah, that'll be good. I love it. Okay, I want to do this just to make sure I have this the same size. But does it have to be the same size? Indeed, indeed, indeed. Stop poking my belly. What am I poking my belly with? Okay. Just thinking, just thinking, 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 thinking. Here, I want to go ahead and cut up this right here. There we go. Now, that's good for his little ears. His little ears. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, it looks so cute. Stinking cute. Okay, that is everything. Okay, and we need to cut out his eyeballs. Now this is supposed to be his eye and his nose, but I don't like this for the shape of the nose. So we're going to cut out our own nose shape, okay? And we might need to practice on cutting for circles here. Good gravy, Cindy. There we go. Okay, we want to come back over here. I think he's going to have blue eyes. And we're going to make our own nose. And I want to look at a. Okay, I like that better. Just a little bit. There. I like his face to be just a little bit sharper because the little dash head has a little bit sharper face than a. And I want to start with a circle, but I want to flatten it out a little bit. I think that up there is what I want. I think that right there is kind of what I want. Only it's a little crooked, just a little bit. Let me just see. It may be too big. Yeah, it's too big. There we go. I think I want it like that. Yes, I do. So far I got this pointy on that side, and I don't want it pointy on that side. There you go. Perfection. And that's going to be pink, and we need his little eyes. Although we need to do some other things here. Let's go ahead and get his head cut out. Really, really, really. That'll be fun. Come down that way just a little bit. Come over that way. I know that's crooked on there. Hi, Frog. How are you? A lot of acid reflux. Yes, I am going to have a bellyache. I ate so many plums, but they are juicy and delicious. I should boil some of them down. Ooh, I could make a plum cobbler. Ooh, I could. My guys would like that, I bet. Maybe. There. Let's just cut. I didn't want to cut. Okay. Terry, I'm sorry. I know. Somebody worked really hard to make this quilt block, but somebody else tore it apart. You can tell where it's been torn apart. There we go. There's our little head, and it'll sit like that. Now we need our ears cut out. I think we're done with this scissor. That's our nose. Let's write nose on that. We can't write nose with that one. It's too big. Nose. There we go. There we go. Ears. Oh, there's my eyeball. Don't lose my eyeball. Don't lose my feet teeth. There's my feetsies. Don't lose them. There we go. We'll be upset we lose our feetsies. Uh-oh, we've lost the yellow foot. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. It's got to be in the floor. Is it laying on me? I don't see it. Flitter for Cindy. You dropped something a while ago, and there's the tape. Where did the tape go? The actual tape. There's that. That's not tape. Okay, there's the thing. Let's turn on the light. Where's the light? Here's the light. Let's turn on our light to see. Oh, there's the tape. Okay, to see if we can find our. There. Huh. See if we can find. Where is our silly flashlight? That's not it. There we go. Okay. We're looking for a little yellow foot. Anybody see it take off? Is it stuck to me? No, it's not stuck to me. It's not stuck there neither. Well, flitter four. That's not it. Okay. It may be here somewhere. We'll find it. There we go. We shall find it. Oops, let's turn off our flashlight. Flashlight turn on, turn it off. There you go. We can always cut more feet out. We still got our little foot somewhere hanging around here. There they are. We can always cut another foot out. We got some more yellow. Okay, let's lay that one up there. Just keep looking to see if it slid somewhere. That's trash. That's trash. All of that is trash. We're not going to trash that one right there yet because we may want to make a littler one of these days. Here's those feet. There's that. There's his head. Oh my gosh, he's turning out so cute. But we do need another foot over here, don't we? Huh. There. We need that one. We don't need that one. We need this one. Okay. There. We'll say, oh no, we've lost an ear. I think I want to do this ear here and that one across that way. And I know it's going to be running different, but it will be the same color. There. There. And other ear. We're running this way. Walking the dog? Okay, honey. No, it's but the it's called a batik print or a um I can't think what else they called it. So we go now. This came like this. I mean, I was given the quilt blocks like this, but we go to a fabric store up in Batesville, Arkansas, and they sell this in all colors. It comes in all colors. It's how they dye it. It's not truly a batik, but it's called like a batik dye, I think is what they call it. But I'm not positive about that. Don't quote me on that one, okay? But no, it's not a suede. It's a poly cotton blend, I'm sure. It's a quilting fabric blend. There we go. I'm gonna do his little nose out of this right here that's got the little pink dots on it. There we go. There. Okay. Here's his little nose. See me? And yes, I know I should have it pinned down, but I don't. Y'all know I do everything that I do by the seat of my britches. What color do you think we should sew him onto? I'm thinking a solid color. My head's crooked. There, there, there. There's his little nose. Let's just pin it with that pin. I said I wanted to give him blue eyes, but I think I may want these dark purple eyes to me to be almost black. You know, can I get two of those cut out of that? Don't know. Ooh, I think I can. I think I can, so I shall try. I'll just put a pin in it. No, it's a weenie dog. It's a weenie dog. Yep, it's a weenie dog. And the original one that my mom made is two dogs. I'll show you the picture here in a minute. So my mom made this, and guys, my mom just drew this pattern. She did not buy a pattern. She just drew the pattern. That's how she rolls. There we go. Got our little eyes. There are two eyes there. Okay, now we're not throwing that away. I know it looks like trash to some of you, but it's not trash. We do need another little yellow foot. Let's cut it out of one of these yellows right here. And then we will pin the little yellow feet to the dog, and we'll pin those right there to the dog. He's got two yellow feet and two greeny blue feet. So all of these animals that I have showed you lately that my mom has made, she has drawn the pattern. She'll see something that she thinks that she likes, and then she'll draw it to be what she wants it to be. And that's my mom. She is a very, very good seamstress. When we were in school, the school used to hire her to make the cheerleading costumes and the drum major uniforms and all that. So anyway, so here is the picture of the dog my mom made, and um, it's on a great big block. This is I can't remember what she told me, but I need my block to be 14 inches. So I need my dog to be about 14 inches long, and this is going to be really close to 14 inches. So, so anyway, but I'm just sitting here looking at this dog and I'm thinking about something. I know what I want to do. So it won't make a difference, but this is what I want to do. So I have things pinned on. This is his tail. I'm turning him this way now, and I'm pinning his tail on. I may have to cut another tail. I'm going to have to cut another tail because, yeah, I'm going to have to cut another tail. I'm pinning him that way. And then this is going to be his head is going to go this way, right like that, because I don't want him facing the other way. Because when I put him on my journal, I want his front side, his front body to be on the front of my journal. So this is why he has to go like this. Everything else will work out okay, but I'm going to have to cut a new tail because I changed the direction of his tail. And yeah, we're good. I was making sure that all that was good. That's good. And where did my eyeballs go? There they are. We're going to just put those right there, like that, like that. And here's one set of feet, and here's another set of feet, and they should still work just fine because of how they are done. Actually, yeah, I swapped them. That's what I needed to do. I needed to just swap the front with the back, and I did. I swapped them. So there we go. All we got to do is cut another tail. There we go. Oh, I don't know. He is going to be attached to the front of a journal. He's going to be a journal. He's going to be on the front of a journal. So anyway, yeah, he's going to be on the front of a journal. He will be sewed down to a piece of solid fabric. I will sew him down, and like these here, his ears and his feet, well, all of that will all be sewed down. So to the fabric. So I need a new tail because that tail just ain't going to work for us because it goes that way. Jack, and that was a cute tail too. What's a cute tail? Let's try this little blue tail. What do you think about that? Let's give him a blue tail. So we need to turn that over so it's upside down. Yep, he's going to be the front of a journal. So that's what I do. I make journals. I don't make quilts. I make journals. I did design a quilt for the book that I wrote about a quilt. I designed it and I made a small wall hanging of the quilt that I designed and gave it away when we launched our book, and kind of wish I'd never given it away. You know what I mean? Anyway, and I've also done a 9 patch that's a wall hanging that I got tired of quilting. I was quilting it by hand on a hoop, and I got tired of quilting it, and so I took it to Granny's house, and Granny finished quilting it, and now it is a thing for uh, Misty, Missy. Her cat lays on it. Missy. There we go. So legs, everything's on it. So All I got to do now is sew it to a piece of fabric, and I got to decide. Look and see what colors I want. Got to decide what color I'm going to sew it. So there we go. We are going to trim that piece right there. It'll be trash. And unfortunately, that tail needs to go in the trash. There's really not much of that, but we will put that little dibby and that little dibby and that little dibby. We'll put it in a scrap bag, guys, and probably this little dibby too will go in our scrap bag. There we go. So there we go. That'll go in a scrap bag. This needs to stay with this. That's one of my praying girls. I finally cut her out. This needs to stay with this, and we're going to just put a pin in it and pin it all together. Oh, and we will keep that. And we've got all of our pattern pieces there. We'll keep those all together. So, but we were going to, before I got very sidetracked, we were going to decorate these tags, and I just got so sidetracked. It's not hard for me to get sidetracked, guys. Y'all know, it's like squirrel. And I save those because I use them over and over again until they get so dirty. And these can go back in the bucket, in the drawer over there where all my fabrics are. Well, where most of my fabrics are. Not all of them are there. That one. What did I do with that great big one? That one goes back over there because I'm not nowhere near ready to work on a journal for that one. So, okay, let's decorate these tags, and we'll lay that over there and get it all put up after we get done. It's 6:22. I told Dave I probably wouldn't be on much past 6. We're going to pull this off, and we're going to put that on there. Ooh, it's not quite long enough, is it? Yeah, it is. There we go. We're going to have to be careful. Look. This way, we don't have to be so careful. Then bring it down here and put that teeny tiny little curve right back on it. There we go. Yes, indeedy. That's what we do. So, yeah. Usually don't name my journals. They are all just she. Have I made a male one? Have I made one that's masculine? Yes. Did I? Does anybody know? I've made so many, I forget what I've made. Or my old timers, they know. Robin, have I made a man one? I've done the little golden book. I have not really done like a uh, true altered book. I've not really done one of those. I like to make my own signatures and sew them in. And I've not really done a composition book. Sounds like Dave. Hey, make sure you turn off the air, okay? Dave? Hold on, guys. Make sure you turn off the air conditioner before you put that in the microwave. Because I've got. Oh, that wasn't Dave. That was Jared giving little dude some food. So I've not been giving little dude such big helpings because he was wasting a lot of food. Uh-oh. Is that my yellow one, or is that one of the yellow ones that I just lost? Yeah, there's my yellow foot that I lost a while ago. So we got 3 yellow feet. That's okay. We're going to save it. We're not throwing it away. It must have been stuck to one of those pieces of scrappy stuff. So there we go. Okay, isn't she pretty? Isn't she pretty? Purdy, purdy, purdy. That's what we're looking for right there. So if you watched me Saturday, you know that I learned a new term. Zippy taught me a new term. It's called Van Dyking, where you take and cover something with a brown wash completely, and it's what I done on the front of that journal here. Try not to get this ink all over it. But I had this pretty lady, and she was more pastel colors, and I just took my that ink right there and I sprayed it with water to make it really dark, and we covered it over and made it Van Dyke look, and it looks really cool on there. Then we have this really pretty little thing here with the mother of pearl. And yes, if you're thinking, hey, is that a towel? Is that a It's a microfiber towel, and I was gifted 2 of them, and I made a journal out of it. So anyway, it says Paris. So there we go. There we go. Yeah, it makes it look vintagey. Anyway, I'm just doing the edges on this. I'm not doing the whole thing, just the edges. And then we're going to find our hole puncher. And let's remember which one is the good one and which one is the bad one. Is this the good one or the bad one? I need to throw this one is the bad one. I think this is the better one. I have 3 over there. Yeah, that one's the better one. I have 3. Why I need 3 is beyond me, but I have 3. 3 it is. There we go. Now we see if we can get in there and get that. There we go. Just like that. And then we're going to put its little tag back in it. And its little string, I think. I said tag, didn't I? And it's going to go in this journal. I have a place over here for it. Where did I put that? Oh, there it is. It's right here. I have a place for it to go right there. There you go. There you go, sister. I'm going to just try that because that's going to bother me. There we go. There. Okay. There you go. I see you peeking out of there. Oh no, I lost y'all. Holy moly. Where are you? There you are. There's Zippy. Sachay's in with a limp. Zippy, are you okay, honey? So whoever ends up buying this journal, it's going to smell like shaving cream because that's one of my shaving cream pages. Didn't that turn out so cool? Anyway, yeah. I have some other pockets that need things in them. I just don't know what all how detailed I want to get with this because I've already put the price on it. If I keep adding things, I'm gonna have to up the price. But anyway, I will add a few more things. Don't give up trying. Keep right. Keep trying. Nothing can stop me except the wind. Butterfly book. Kindness. I like that. Right there. Just a flat. I am selling this one. Yes, ma'am. It's $35. It's got 2 two signatures with 11 pages in each signature. It's got lacy. It's got pockets. I've put stuff in some of the pockets, not all of them. Anyway, but yeah, $35. Yep. And look at the beautiful glass beads I put on it. Oh no, look. It broke. Oh man, that was my favorite bead on it too. That burned. Shucky duckies. All those words and everything. Yucky yuck. Let's see. We'll have to go this way. It's got to come off. It can't stay on it. So aggravated. Okay, that has to come off. And that should be able to go through there. Hold on. Try not to cut myself on that sharp gun. That makes me mad. Oh man, it broke. It cut my ribbon too. That one's gonna be a bummer. There we go. It cut my ribbon right there. God, burn. Did I cut me? No, it did not cut me. Shoot, I liked that. Yep. Oh, don't do that. There. Okay, go back. There. Yeah. Most of the ones that I make, I sell zippy. I have journals that I work on that are mine, that I'm always doing something to, but this one here is one that I made to sell. So we're going to put this on here and see if we can get enough knot in this silly thing to keep that on there, because we really don't want it. And we can't cut it off up there because it is part of our stuff, keeps that keeps it all together. That's mermaid. There we go. I've never had a bead break, but that one was a pretty delicate bead, so there we go. That should keep that on there. Yeah. There we go. Okay. I'm so upset, but anyway, yeah. And I think my journals are fairly priced. Yeah. Even though I was gifted the fabric, and I used, actually, if you listen, you can tell I used the package that it was shipped to me in. I mean, that's the whole idea behind a junk journal, right? Is using what you got. I use book pages and all that, but yeah, I think $35 is a fair price. So you know what? Those are the bad ones. Did y'all see that? I threw them away. I promise I'm not going to dig them back out of the trash. I promise. I promise. I did put my good scissors back in there, didn't I? No, yes, I did. There they are. They're just not closed. Good. There we go. Okay, that's good. Okay, we got one more to decorate. What are we going to do with it? Okay, that is a piece of. Oh, I know exactly what we're going to do with it. Hold on. Hold on to all that you know. All that is good. Lori Beth sent me some fabrics. There we go. Looky there. Perfection. I love it. And if anybody's interested, I do still have like 17 packages of this size tag left. And there's, what, 160 or 140 in that package of tags. And you get the ties with them. You do get the ties with them, and they're $2 a package. They're listed in my community tab. They're listed in my community tab. If you wish to purchase anything from me, make sure that you register. Most of my videos have a registration in the description, a link for registration in the description, so you know where to go to register. Anyway, let's see. Where are you? There you are. And that's how I know your address to send you invoices. And I do use Pirate Ship. In fact, I'm exclusively using Pirate Ship right now because PayPal has done a new dumb shipping thing. And I didn't like trying to figure it out. So, not that I can't, but y'all know me. There we go. And that's cool. That's cute. Yeah. That one worries me. Yeah. I thought that would be a problem. Let's see if we go this way. You getting it? Maybe. Let's see. I don't think it wants to do. Let's just see if we can slide a thingamabob in it. And, oh, there they are. And that will be good. So those craft colored tags, they come with these kind of strings. And those are the strings for 3 packages of different size labels. Tags, not labels, tags. Easy money. Thanks for showing the journal. You're welcome, honey. Miss Ellen gifted me the towels, the microfiber towels. Okay. So that don't want to go through there. We've got a little pokey tool. Let's see if we can find it. It's really not it. We're supposed to have one that's got a little sharp end on it. Here, let's try this. See, it didn't want to, and it's pulling the edge of my thing off of the, yeah, I don't like that. There, we got a hole there. Oh, my bucket's got a hole in it. So if you know, usually I stay on about 3 hours on Monday nights, regardless if I'm having a sale or crafting with y'all. We may go early tonight, I don't know. There we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. Okay. There. Now we've got our little tag on. We're going to just take some liquid glue here because it just tore up that corner there. And we're just going to put that down and smooth it over it, and it will seal it in there. There we go. There. And I'm going to save this tag to go in my journal. And what time is it? 40. Okay. Let's get out my journal and just play in it a bit. This one is mine. This is my basket. I keep it in. Those are the photos that I'm working with, and we're just going to set them over there out of my way. So this journal is one that I made that has an open spine with these little tabs on them, and then the buttons. They're literally the buttons are helping to hold the the signatures in place, and it has five signatures. No, four. One, no, five. One, two, three, four, five. So the good thing that I like about that is that it opens and lays flat. Okay, it lays flat real good. The bad thing I don't like, the one thing I don't like is it feels wobbly to me. So anyway, these are all of these are pictures of my family members. Uh, you can't see very well through that. I can. That's my mama under there. My mom, I talked about my mama is a wonderful seamstress, so I put her under this JP Coates thing. That's some journaling spot. So this is what I wanted to do tonight. Okay, this is what I wanted to do tonight. This is in 1964. This is my mom's prom dress, and her sister made it. This one here is a little booklet of Dave and his sisters, Dave and his brother and sisters. Dave is the middle one, and then this is Dave and his brother when they were little guys. Okay, well I have okay, it's like something off of the ink. Okay, and that's a little ink pen, and that's what we want. We want this little ink pen. And so I would like for you to give me your best quotes about family. Your best quotes about family. And I'm going to write them in my journal. Okay? Your best quotes about family, and I'm going to write them in my journal. And so while y'all are thinking about your quotes, your uncle is going to have some chemo, has to stay away, so we were saying bye to him. You love this journal? It is one of my. I really like it. It is pretty. This, guys, if you don't, if you've not been here to see, this is a copy. It is a copy of a marriage license from 1913, and it is my great grandfather and great grandmother. Uh, my grandpa's mother and his dad. And so I actually own the original of this. I actually own the original of this, but it's too fragile to put in my journal. Instead, it's late living on the bookcase in my room in a special envelope. So, okay, I see that, Zippy. I see that. Now I've lost my pen. Oh, there it is. I forgot. Okay, I don't like that pen. I don't like trying to write with it. We'll write with this one. That one's pretty for the decoration. Is the family is the fabric that sews our journey together. Zippy. Okay. Doretha, family is everything. Doretha. Okay, let me tell her what this fabric is. So this is, there is a piece of file folder in here and a book cover. Yes, a book cover. Yeah, there is a book cover in here, and then it's covered with fabric, and I covered it with some lace and some a little doily, and I made a fabric ruffle, and then on the inside I took a piece of manila folder and I sewed this fabric to it. You can see my stitches here. I sewed this fabric to it, and then I sewed off, just glued some of this down. This is just glued, and then this is glued to it. And so then these these right here are glued between the two layers. Oh, I saw somebody do it. It wasn't a original idea. I saw somebody do it. Okay. Never take family for granted. That's Steffi. Steph. Family means no one gets left behind or forgotten. Teresa. Let your family also be your closest friends. There we go. That's nice. Love and treasure your family always. Yes. Okay, family is everything. I've already, okay. I wrote that down once, but we're going to write it again. Is everything. Ellen. Okay. Anybody else got one they want to add? So this is my great grandparents, and you've heard the story. My great granddad died in a house fire in 1956, 52. That's just a pretty picture I like, and that's a little doily. These are notes. I could write a family quote on here. Anybody got another family quote? Could write one on here. Look, there's Steffi little girls, little Steffi girls. We got a little Marilyn. This is a tag. This is my mother-in-law. She was a beautiful young lady. This is 1956. She was 23. She was born in 1933. Nellie, Eileen, Jolly, 9, 15, 33, 23 years old in this picture. Well, all your family is alcoholic, so you don't have family. I'm sorry, Jassy. It's just a little cutout thing. I think that came from Lori Beth, but I'm not positive. This is my granny and papa. This is my mom's parents. So when we were little, my grandparents babysat us while my mama worked, and we lived in the house when I was little. We lived in the house that my mama was raised in. This is Dave's Aunt Jetty. She is beautiful, absolutely beautiful. I need to ask them if they know when that picture was made, how old she was in that picture. And these are just some plants. Our family is our strength. I like that one. We'll go back here. That was my mother-in-law here too. Let's see if I glued that picture down. You can't see it. It's a beautiful picture. I may have another copy of it. That is Doretha. There we go. If you're watching this at a later time and want to leave a quote in the comments, I will add them to the book. We need to do something on this page, don't we? We have that picture in there. We have this picture in there. Okay. Let's do this. I've been talking about this one. We're going to do this. Actually, we're going to go ahead and cut it to right there. Did I cut off the date? Maybe. This is baby Cindy. Oh, I like that one. Remember, some of the best families are not blood families. That's a good one, Teresa. Remember, some of the best families are not related by blood. Teresa. Okay, now we're gonna, do we want that to sit on a piece like that, or do we want it to sit on a piece like this? That kind of makes it pop a little bit more. Or do we want to do this? Let's see. Cut here. There we go. Lay that there, just like that. And then take a piece of this and lay it on top of it, and then put the picture on top of both of them. Like that. What do y'all think about that? Two pages are upside down. Aw. Like it like that? Okay, let's do this. Keep seeing this. Makes me remember. Here's this. I love this because it's so pretty, but it is not. It, I drop it and turn it over. I need to take it to church and leave it on my desk at church because I don't use the tape very much at my church. And then I have a really good heavy one with a sand bottom in the in there on the table. Okay, now we're gonna lay that down just like that. It don't have to be straight. We are waiting for our glue. Okay, honey, it's okay. And you know, my sister-in-law, um, she's not. A lot of people would say she's not very family orientated, but that's not true. She just has friends that are like family. So, and I'm not talking about my brother's wife. I'm talking about Dave's sister, like that. I do want to put just a little bit of hot glue on it. I did turn it on, didn't I? Yeah. I got my thing. Not yet. I got a fuzzy. Should be about there. Of course, my mom just lives across town, but I don't get to see my brother very often at all. About once, sometimes twice a year. There we go. And that is what we use that. There we go. Cover up church. There we go. Do you cover them up? Leave them. If you can live with them, leave them. I mean, I've put in pages upside down on journals that I've sold. They always laugh and say that every journal should have at least one upside down page or something backwards on it. But if you can live with it, leave it. If not, cover up what's looking upside down. Or you can always, if you're using wax thread, if you're not using wax thread, you probably can't. But if you're using wax thread, you can take it apart, which is why I use wax thread. Y'all know that. I've told y'all that. How many times? 101. There you go. So, I don't talk about this much, but I was born with some very severe birth defects. And so, when I was a year old, I went to the hospital, to the UAMS, and had a surgery with a doctor that they flew in from Texas. There wasn't even a doctor in Arkansas that could do my surgery. Anyway, when I went in, before I went in, my mom took me and had my picture made. And while I don't know how long I was there, but obviously I was there long enough because right before I went in, she took me and had my picture made, and I was bald as an onion. And when we come out of the hospital and she went and picked up the picture, she said, "That's not my baby." And they said, "Yes, ma'am, it is." And then she realized, oh, she grew hair while she was in the hospital. So I was bald up to a year. But once I started growing hair, I can grow it. But I was a little blondie as a little one. So, but she got dark. Now she gray and black. So anyway, yes, you have two upside down in your memory journal that I made. Yep, you sure do. And I remember seeing one of them when I did the flip through. I didn't remember the other one, but I do now. So we've worked in this journal. Anybody got any more else to put in there in the journal, in the quote? I've got some more pages here. Anybody else have any more things they want to say about family? See, that's got my mama stuck down in that little pocket. She's in school. It's 1959, so she would have been 14. She'd have been 14. She's born in 45. So, what's in there? Is there anything in there? Nope, it's just a page. Oh, it's just a flip up. So, I wrote this, if y'all want it, this, if you want to hear some funny stuff. So, I've read this, and y'all, some of y'all probably heard it. My mom told me a story about her Uncle John Smith, her mom's brother. He signed it up to go into the Army, and when he got to basic training, they wanted to know his middle name, and he didn't have one, so they gave him the initial W because John Smith was too common of a name. Uncle John was born in 1926, and he died in 2006. His wife's name was Rita Bell. Rita Bell. This is my mom and her doggy. I love this page with the corrugated and the gesso, and then it's got the paper on top of it. I like that. And nope, it's not a pocket. So that's the end. I only have this right here to do. We should do something here, and that's the end. Did anybody have any? Angela, do you have a any kind of a quote for family? We're looking for family quotes. What is she asking me, Teresa? Later, you need another little journal for a boy. Okay. Blood makes you related. Loyalty makes you family. That's good. Blood makes you related. Loyalty makes you family. Zippy. There we go. Not off the top of your head while I'm adding quotes. Let's see what we want to put on this page. Do we want that one's not a good print. That one's not a good print. Oh, I like this one. Is this that's not oh that one is the original. We can't do that. But this is my copy of that one. We could do that. That's a good picture. We can do that. Let's cut it, trim it. There's our skizzer. I keep looking at that picture of my mama, the one that I've made the bookmark with. She reminds me, my cousin Carol Lynn looks a lot like my mama. There we go. Towards the back, I'm going to put some some newer family pictures. So this one here. What do we want? How do we want to set it up? You know what? I know what we want to do. Ooh, don't knock that over, Cindy. Y'all know what I didn't do last time we had a sale is I forgot to get these out to sell them. So we're going to look in here. I know there were some littler ones in here. Did you turn off the microwave? Did you turn off the air conditioner? What? Did you turn off the air conditioner before you turned it on? Did you just turn on the microwave? I heard you and I heard the air conditioner running and I knew you didn't turn it off. Knock me offline, I'll be mad at you. I kind of like this right here. I don't like that. And I don't like that. But I kind of like this right here. And I'm thinking I kind of want to make this a flip up and put the picture under it. What do y'all think? No. Did I mess that up? I messed that up. Do that. Let it try. Oh, I can't see what you are saying because I have a calendar up. I don't want to see a calendar. There you go. Yep. I'm thinking it would be dolly. Yep. I think it would be a nice flip up. I think we'll do it as a flip up. Oh, okay. Good night, Ellen. She always walked. I like that one. The right path. I don't know. Okay, we're going to glue this down. And then we're going to be done with this front one. And we will start on the next one. Give me that bag. That glue gets in there and it gets discolored. Especially when you leave your glue gun on for 2 nights in a row. I come in here this morning and I noticed that there was a little red light shining. I hadn't been in here since Saturday. So my glue was on all day Sunday and all night Saturday night and all night Sunday night and all night last night. There we go. I do like that as a flip up. Daddy got up and Puppy got misplaced. This is going to be hot. There you go. Now, I have something I'm going to put on top of it too. I felt like that maybe I may have messed that up by pulling that off. So I'm going to put this down with this regular glue. It should stick. These are printed on photo paper, but the backs of them are not slick. There we go. So this is Desi Watts, Nellie Watts, and Grover Watts. This is Dave's granny. And Dave's mom was named for her Aunt Nellie. Now, I want to put that just like that. And that I should have put that up a little bit higher. Dadgum, Cindy. You're a goober. However, we will fix that because we have something that can fix it. Hi, Bubba. What you know, doggy doggy? What you know, my Bubba boy? Huh? What you know? Maybe even that. Now, I have this right here, and it could actually sit right like that and pretty much cover that. Or, now, the thing is, see what it does? It's too thick. What about that one right there? Is it as thick? You know what? You see that? You see that little ball right in there? There. What else we got in there? Got a piece of wire. Why do we have a piece of wire in there? Okay, hold on. Put that in there. Back from walking the dog. Looks like a house. You see a house too, Angela? Okay, so this is what we're going to do. We're going to put a drop of glue there. We're going to glue that back down. And we're going to put a drop of glue here. And we're going to glue that back down. And we're going to press it really, really, really flat. Now, it's kind of ugly right there. It kind of is. And we're going to, we need, where did it go? There it is. We need this to go right here because we don't want to stick that to that. And we're going to glue this right like this. Right here. There. Right there. There. And right there. And that covers up, that will cover up where our picture sits. Now, we can't leave that looking like that. We just can't. So, we're not going to use this bud, but we're not throwing it away because, you know, we don't throw things away, right? Now, I'll need to go back over yonder in that. Now, we have several options that we can do here. We can see if we can find a pretty button. You like this family journal? I'm thinking I have some little bitty. Okay, we have this real pretty little blue button. It could sit in there and cover that up. And actually, that one could sit on top of it. Do that. And then that could sit on top of it. So for it needs to go that way because it's curved that way. You lose the one under it. Let's see. Ooh, like that one. That's my pick. Yeah, that is my pick. There we go. I like that very much. That's all stuck good. And there, it covers up where I didn't put the picture down far enough. That button is the winner. It is. You're right, Sharon. It is. Okay, guys. It is nearly 7:30. I've been here 2.5 hours. Sure, I'm glad I said I wasn't going to stay on real long, right? Anyway, I wasn't feeling it this afternoon. I told several people, I just don't know. I don't know if I'll be on very long or not. I'm just not feeling it. But once I got in here and got to playing with it, I started feeling it. So anyway, let's put those up. All this lace goes back over here in that lace box. Where did the big black one go? I guess I already threw it back there. So it's gone. So yeah, that's a nice flip up. Yep, I like that. So there we go. You have a quote? Okay, I'm ready. I have my pen right here. I can write it in here. Okay, give me it. Anybody else have a family quote? A quote about family? Okay, I'm ready, Angela. Say it. Say it. Say it. Families that are stitched together. I like that. There we go. Families that are stitched together with love seldom unravel. I like that one too. So let's just go back. Let's do a flip through right quick and see here. These are all the quotes that were given. Okay, I still have some more quotes that can go on that page. Family is the fabric that sews our journeys together. That's Zippy. Family is everything. Doretha and Ellen said that. Never take family for granted. Steph. Family means no one gets left behind or forgotten. Doretha. Let your family also be your closest friends. That's Steph. Then we come over to this page where we have this. Love and treasure your family always. Steph. And then family is everything, Ellen. And then we'll slide that in there. And then we go over here and we've got this right here. Our family is our strength, Doretha. Remember, some of the best families are not related by blood, Teresa. And I don't have anything on the back of that one. And then over here on the back of this, blood makes blood makes us related. Loyalty makes you family. Zippy. I walk in my mama's footsteps because she always walked the right path, Teresa. Families that are stitched together with love seldom unravel. Okay. Family. The ones you live with, laugh with, and love. Angela A. Sharon, you got any, honey? Any family quotes you want us to add to the pages? We did Baby Cindy if you weren't here when we did that. That's Baby Cindy. That's Pooey. Her name is Aline, but our boys called her Poochie. Pooch, Pooch, then Poochie, and then she graduated to Pooey. Brennan, the great grandson, the first great grandson, he started calling her Pooey. So you can see here that my where I stitched in my thing, it's you can see it's stitched. So, well, if you think of something, come back and leave a comment, and we will add it. We've got lots of places to write. So, what are you doing? So, I'm loving. I am also loving this journal, guys. Okay, that is. It does there. Okay, I was gonna say, oh no, it's gonna be fatter. So this is Delamod Not Watts. This is Desi Watts, and this is her mama. This is her mama. This would be David's great grandmother. I'll write out here. Dave's great grandmother. So this will be where we start working next. Oh, this is my grandma and grandpa slinker. So we've done a little bit in here, not much, but yeah, this is where we go next. And you see, I have all kinds of papers, just all kinds, all sizes, all yeah, music paper, pom poms. We got pom poms, different sizes. That is some wrapping paper, some rose wrapping paper. Yep, she's pretty. She's a pretty girl. There, we've got a pocket there. Yep. Anyway, so we're gonna put her up. Oh, look, this is one of my. This is the only so far the only successful shaker card I've ever made. So, yeah. And I stamped my Love and Art stamp on a piece of fabric. And as you can see, uh, in this, you can see that I come through here and sprayed this with some spray. It's that it's that I sprayed that envelope earlier with too. So anyway, yep, I like it. So anyhow, next time another quote. Angela has another quote. Did she delete it? One more quote. Okay, family where life begins and love never ends. Okay, that's zippy. Let's see. Is that it? Was that has Angela had another one? Okay, let me see. Oh, Zippy has one too. Let's see. Oh, I like that. Oh, there's a there. Okay, hold on. So let me pull out this right here and we'll write on it. Okay. So having someone to love is family. See, Jassy, you have family. You have your sweet Daryl to love. Having a place to go is home. Having both is a blessing. Angela A. There. Sisters are forever friends. Teresa C. Family where life begins and love never ends. Family where life begins and love never ends. Zippy. Is that all? Let's see. Oh, there we go. I love you all. Thank you all for being part of my journal. I appreciate it so much. It just makes me just happy as a pig in mud. It do. There we go. And I like one of the things that I like about this is I love y'all's quotes, but I also like that like this one. So this one here. Mom don't know how old she was in this picture, but she said that either Granny or one of her sisters told her that she had her dress on backwards after the picture come back as a school picture. So one of the sisters told her. that she has her dress on backwards. I love it. So anyway, stuff like that. So I ask her things about the pictures and stuff, and she tells me, stuff about them. So anyway, yeah. So my mama at in her prom dress. She don't remember who she went to the prom with in that dress because that dress has a different date than she thought it was. Anyway, but yeah, that's Dave's mom and dad. Pop, that's what we called Dave's dad. His name was Lon. We called him Pop. Actually, his name was Lonnie Marvin, but we called him Lon or Pop. So, and I love this right here. Pretty sure this came from Anitra. It was a little label that said dressmakers, matrons of institutions, mothers of families. And I'm pretty sure it came from Anitra. It may have came from somebody else, but pretty sure. And there's one of my envelopes. Y'all know how I like to use the torn envelopes. So anyway, there's thread all up in there. So yeah, we're done with this one. I'm not liking how that's sitting on there. Let's see if we can make it sit different there. Baby Cindy. Marilyn Monroe. I don't know why I put Marilyn in there. I should cover her up, but we'll put her something else over her. Is there another? Okay, those are just stickers. You're a good egg. That came from I think Lourdes. So anyway, I like the little dollies and the little stickers. Granny and Papa, Clary Sage, my mom. There we go. We're done. Dave's family. Up under there. I love it. So I'm excited to start working on the rest of it, but I will talk to y'all later. I haven't had no dinner. Can you see the prom picture of my mother up close? You may. Can you see it? That is her. One of her sisters made the dress. She thinks Aunt Mary made it. That would be her next to oldest sister. So Aunt Mary was the first one that passed of my mom's sisters and brothers. And then Aunt Betty. And then I think Uncle Clay passed before Aunt Ida. But Aunt Ida was the oldest, and she is the last one that passed. Oops, I forgot to put my little pin back in there that that she sent me, that Edna sent me. I made a special little holder for it. I forgot to put it back in there. There we go. Dave is watching wrestling. He's also eating. I'm going to go eat too. We'll have some leftover pinto beans with some smoked ham hocks. Oh, my mom is fine. My mom is fine. Uh, they filed a lawsuit because the insurance wasn't paying like they needed to. So she's waiting to hear if the lawyer what if they're going to pay off her medical bills. She wasn't wanting money. She just wanted her the medical bills paid because she, saw was seen in the ER and all that because she was pretty bruised up. But anyway, but yeah, so she's good. She said she didn't go to church last night. That she didn't feel real good, but uh, my mom is 80. She ain't a spring chicken no more. So, anywho, okay, guys. Maybe when I see y'all next time, I will be live again this week. I will be live again this week. Maybe the next time I see y'all, I will have this room cleaned up some. Maybe, maybe not. So, anyway. So, thanks everybody. Be sure and leave a thumbs up. That way that YouTube knows that y'all came in and watched. They'll say, oh, look, those people left a thumbs up. How nice of them. So, anyway. Anyhow, and if you're in here and you're watching and you're not chatting and you're not subscribed, because you can only chat if you're subscribed. Be sure to subscribe. Thanks, everybody. Have a wonderful night, and I will see y'all around on the internet webs. So maybe when I come back, we'll have that puppy dog sewn to something. No promises. Okay, no promises on that. So anyhow, I'll talk to you later. Bye bye.